Okay, we're back. Here we see some workers having lunch. And here, mainly what we're going to be looking at in this part is this steel decking, this plating that we're using on the second floor. And I suppose we're going to be using it on the roof as well. You can see here where they're taking it up top. There's a stack of the material. And here you can see where they've got it laid down up there. There's an opening there in the back on the left, which is where the stairs are going to come up through. Here they are. There's the opening where the stairs are. Back behind that blue roof is the church that's next door to us. I think somebody asked my wife's mom if that was if they were building an extension or an addition to the church or something there. We got that welding equipment back, I think, the very first week when they were getting ready to start working on things. They went to the hardware store in Pagadian City and bought that. And there you can see they've got some more rebar laid across there. Just some different angles here of what's going on. I was talking in the last episode, didn't know how much money we'd spent on wood. Actually, I think with what we just bought some more for them to work on the roof deck and the ceiling on the second floor there. And we probably spent 200,000 to 300,000 pesos, like maybe $5,000. But I guess normally what they do a lot of times is they have all this wood, and after they do part of the building, then they wait for like a month to get working on the next part, and just use the same wood again, which they're going to keep on trucking here, so they can't do that. So you have to leave that wood in there, and they're getting more. I mentioned before too, though, that we have another piece of property, kind of really nice view, kind of looking out over some rice fields and stuff, over a hill into a valley, some mountains off in the distance. I think we have about 1,650 square meters over there. Right now we're just growing some fruit and stuff on it. My wife's mom and our nieces do some stuff there, but we'll probably take all this wood we have left over after this and probably build some kind of a little structure over there, get some use out of it, so it won't be a waste. I think it's like coconut trees too, the lumber they're using, which I guess is pretty strong. Here we got some more video. Some of that earlier stuff was just still photos. This is video, shows them welding on the plating there. So we wanted to make sure that this is going to be a really nice, strong, sturdy building. Something where we're not going to have to worry about anything. And I'd rather have it, overbuilt and spend a tiny bit more getting it done than to, try and skimp on the materials. Because hopefully, someday after I retire and move over there, not only will I be living there, we got my wife's mom and a couple of our nieces, who we've actually talked about adopting before, so really this is, my family we're talking about here. And making sure that they have a good home, and that they're going to have a really nice home for a long, long time, no matter what happens to me in the future, is the main thing. we can say maybe I did one good thing at least in my life. As long as I can, make sure that my wife and, our family has a nice place to live, and we don't have to worry about that. Any of you who have followed this stuff, you know that things are getting more and more expensive over there. The price of property keeps going up and up and up. Some of the other property we bought, we had a pretty good deal on it, but even now the person who sold us that, any further stuff they sell, I think they're going to be charging more, and some people are charging a whole lot more. And the price of construction materials, everything is just going up, 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 and it's going to just continue getting worse. Back before the pandemic, I know people could do things a bit more cheaply, even than what we're doing it now. But see right there behind those poles, that's the balcony in the rear, like a 1 meter balcony in the back of the house by that church. There's like a 3 meter area between our back wall and that wall on the edge of the property by the church. And we're going to have our dirty kitchen and the laundry area under there, and that'll be covered a bit by that balcony from the 2 bedrooms in the rear of the house. There's our septic tank, or our dungeon as I refer to it. Very deep. And this is on the edge of the house that's right out by the road that runs past. You can kind of see it in the background there, the traffic going by. And that's the blue roof of the church again. And I guess where they're standing right now taking this video, it's on the area right there in the front is going to be the balcony over the front porch. My wife's mom and one of our nieces have been taking this video, with the cell phone and stuff, and sending it over to us. So I really appreciate that. So we at least can, have some idea, what's going on and see the progress. Right here you can see this is the balcony in the back. Okay, yeah, here I guess is where they're going to kind of look down over the edge. You see the little church next door to us there. And here's that area where the dirty kitchen and everything's going to be back in there. That previous wall we had built so that they can, get around eventually to filling all that in. And they're going to backfill all of that. Bring up the floor level there. And we've got another glimpse of the guys eating. Maybe they're having dinner now. This is from kind of inside the house where my wife's mom is at. I guess where they're unloading some supplies there from the truck. And here we are at night where they were finishing up on pouring the floor up there. They normally work from, I think, 7 in the morning until 4 in the afternoon. And I think on this day, they ended up working till about 10 o'clock at night. I think they originally thought it might be longer than that, but I think they were kind of hustling because it was raining in the area. And my wife's mom, when she went into town, I guess it was pouring down pretty good. And she started to go back over there to check on things, and the driver, the tricycle driver, whoever it was, told her, oh, it's not even raining over there. So we got lucky on that they were able to get it all done without having to worry about the rain. Got quite the little line of workers going here. But this just gives you some idea of the amount of work that's involved in doing all of this. not sure exactly when it comes around to doing the roof. I'm not sure exactly how it's all going to happen. It would be nice if there was some way they could mix things up there higher on the second floor or something and carry it up. Not have to climb up so far. I think my wife said they used like 86 bags of cement or something when they were doing this. Probably be a little bit less for the roof deck, since on here they had an extra, like 9 by 1.5 meters on the front for the balcony, and then another 9 by 1 meters in the back for a balcony that they won't have on the second floor or the roof deck. So we use a little bit less, both of the steel decking and the cement. And you can see again the water jugs that they're using, that they have to get the water with. I guess that particular day they needed a lot of water, so they had people going over to this nearby little river or stream down in the back behind the property to try and pump some water out of there or get some water somehow. Which, it's kind of a hassle for them to work around that. And I think here in a second we're going to go up top. And there you see them kind of troweling off the couple of still photos here. And that was the end of our 4th week that they were working on our house. Right now it's a Friday afternoon here, early Saturday morning over in the Philippines, which will be the end of the 5th week they've been working on it. And they've got the columns up top there, and getting ready, putting up all the wood structure they need. So things are moving along. And I guess that'll do it until I see you next time.